The guy
Mm.
he's dealing with leans into the car and grabs the steering wheel. And with that, I grab my M4. I kind of raise it a little. I hit the safety off, and I tell Jimmy, "Move your head." And
Oh.
Jimmy leaned back in his seat. He didn't even blink. He didn't look at me different because we knew what was going on. And he just leaned back in his seat. And I stared at the guy for a second. He let go of the steering wheel, and we took off. We ran one guy over. Jimmy blasted one guy. Uh, I dive in the back seat and kind of lay down in the back of the truck just in case they started firing at us, but they didn't, thankfully. And we just got out of there.
Wow, man. That's crazy. You had the eye contact with the guy, and he was like, "All right, well, it seems like these guys aren't going to lie down."
Oh no, and that was the point of it. I just, kind of as soon as I hit the safety off, when you're in that situation, that safety getting clicked sounded like it echoed like for miles. It sounded like right, and he just looked at me, and I stared at him for a second, and he, like you just said, probably thought, all right, wrong two guys, and
Yeah, because they don't want to die either. You
right,
you would
exactly.
hope.
Right. And they were probably, he was probably screaming about something other than what we thought, either money or whatever it might have been, and just said, all right, this is not going to be worth this. And and then Jimmy just hit the gas, and we did what we had to do to get out of there.